What's good, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. So we're back today for another video. Now before we begin, there's a few things we got to go over. So the first thing here is vote.org. In case you haven't voted yet, you're able to vote, you want to vote, you need information, here you go. Vote.com, this is a place, vote.org I should say. This is a place to go. We got 11 days, 5 hours, 25 minutes until election day on November 3rd. You can check here for all bug related information. You can locate your polling information. You can find early locations. You can locate a drop box, get your ballot information, check your registration, register to vote, vote by mail, get election reminders, pledge to register, become a poll worker. And also too, if you guys are wondering by state, if you have specific questions, all that good stuff, you can click here and it'll give you a bunch of information. And yeah, this is a free tool, not sponsored, but I know you guys have questions, and this is a great tool. If you're gonna vote, go right here. All right, next thing we got here real quick, we got to go over Twitter. So why aren't you guys following on Twitter if you're not following? If you are following, thank you very much. We're almost at 500 followers. Really appreciate everybody who's been supportive, trying to post every day and answer your guys' questions quickly as soon as possible. Is the best way to reach me. If you have any requests, questions, anything of that nature, just send it here, guys. This is the best way to do it. It's quick, it's easy. I got it on my phone. As you guys can see, when I get dividends, I post it here. If I buy cool stuff like what is that, the Champions Path Pokemon box, I post it here. Workout stuff. Overall, this is where I post most of my information, and as well as stock things that I see. Alright, now let's continue on. Alright guys, so as you know, tonight is the final debate between Biden and Trump. We are less than 2 hours away. I want to make this video very quick just to go over what they're going to be talking about. In case you guys are wondering, presidential debate live update before facing Biden. Trump releases recording of a 60 minutes interview. I have not seen it, but apparently there was some controversial stuff. But I mean, it's Trump. When everything's not controversial, right? There's always something with Trump. Anyways, let's go on here. That's what we got. Let's see here. Here we go. So this is a big thing with Biden, guys. He has avoided answering the question if he'd want to pack the Supreme Court by adding more justices. Said in an excerpt from a 60-minute interview that he would form a bipartisan commission to study that issue, among others. Okay guys, here's a quick tip. If someone is avoiding answering a question, it usually means they're leaning in the direction in which you're pressing them on. So they keep asking, are you going to pack the courts? He can just say no if he's not. But he keeps on saying, oh, we'll talk about it later, which means he probably wants to pack the courts, which is something I didn't hear about prior to this election cycle, packing the courts. But apparently Ruth Bader Ginsburg, may she rest in peace, she was not for it, and she was a pretty bright lady. So if she says it's not a great idea, we're going to go with that for now. Anyways, Trump and Biden are poised to face off Thursday night. They're going to be in Nashville. With 12 days until the election, tonight's debate is scheduled to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be streaming on the Post's website, where live coverage begins at 8. Here's what to watch for in the final debate. Ahead of the debate, Vice President Pence campaigned in Michigan, Indiana, and Kamala Harris, she had a virtual event to bolster women's support for her ticket. Also, too, Judge Amy Coney Barrett moved one step closer to a seat on the Supreme Court as the Senate Judiciary Committee advanced her nominations. Democrats boycotted the vote. So it's going to be a heated topic, guys, once we get closer to election time. And yeah, I mean, I don't see why she wouldn't be confirmed. I mean, they confirmed Kavanaugh and Gorsuch, and I think those guys had a lot more controversy or issues than Amy. So that's just my prediction, but we'll see. More than 47 million Americans have already voted in the 2020 election, surpassing the total number of early ballots cast in 2016. Okay, so that means one of two things. Either people really want Trump out of there and they want Biden, or they really want Trump and people are voting in numbers. So two different ways to interpret it. Which outcome we're going to have, we'll have to wait and see. Biden leads Trump by 9% points nationally, 53% to 44, according to an average of national polls since October 12th. Biden's 9 percentage point margin is the same in Michigan. It's 8 points in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, 6 in Arizona, and 2 in Florida. Okay, so Biden so far is in the lead according to early numbers here. Okay, but remember, also Hillary was said to be in the lead and we saw what happened. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to go down. What else we got going down here? From CNN, Trump just handed Biden a devastating debate attack. Now this was something I saw recently, and let's see what happened here. So what happened was, hours before Trump was set to debate with Biden, he had a challenge on a silver platter. I hope that they end it. Trump told Leslie Stahl of 60 Minutes about the Supreme Court's consideration of the constitutionality of Affordable Care Act next month. It'll be so good if they end it. So basically, she pressed about pre-existing conditions. He said he'll protect it. She said how. He said we'll protect it. She said how. He said, I mean, the people with pre-existing conditions are going to be protected. She said how. Trump said as they are now. She said how. So basically, they went back and forth. They didn't really get anywhere. Now it's at stake here. The president made it clear he wants to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. Biden said in the first debate he's been running on that. He ran on that, and he's been governing on that. Okay, so that's something that we have to keep in mind. And also too here, the New York Times, what we need to know. This is pretty recent updates. 5 minutes ago, the climate change will be a topic tonight. Trump recently softened his climate denial while the cameras were off. 28 minutes ago, we had a brief history of needing or wanting a mute button. So this is something that's interesting, guys. There's going to be a mute button on the debate, which Trump needs it, guys, okay? Trump might need it because he just kept on cutting off Biden, okay? I know that's Trump's style, but he's got to wait his turn. He's got to let Biden speak a little bit. Also, too, we're going to be talking about public opinion on the bug, race, national security, and more. Also, like I said, if you go on YouTube, you can probably find the debate live stream. You can just watch it somewhere. Tonight's debate will focus on 6 topics. Trump and Biden differ sharply on them. So here's my point, guys. This is why voting is important. Now, back in the day, I wasn't the big person on voting, but look, it's kind of important right now. So there's 6 main topics. Trump and Biden differ on that, okay? Now, you might not agree with everything one or the other person says, but which person more closely aligns with your way of thinking is kind of the route you want to look at. Now, they talk about the brief history of wanting or needing a mute button in politics. You know, that's something that, like I said, I haven't seen it before, so that will be new. And here's how it's going to work. I don't think the plexiglass looks like they might. And it says, during the first 2 minutes of each candidate speaks in each of the 6 15-minute segments, his opponent's microphone will be muted. Like, guys, is Trump going to have a flashlight? Is he going to do something? Is he going to have like those little clappy things or a horn every time he disagrees? That would be hilarious. Hilarious. It's Trump, guys. Never. You're going to always expect the unexpected with him, right? You never know what's going to happen. Let's continue on here. All right, so what are the topics of tonight's debate? This was something I was wondering, and I'll give you guys an answer. So fighting the bug, obviously, been a heated topic, and Trump's going to be defending it, and Biden's going to be probably on the attack saying what's going on. Trump has railed against medical experts, claiming that medical experts, and generally he's refused to wear a mask, even though a vast majority of voters consistently say they trust government scientists over the president. Now, quick side note, the thing with experts, right? Do experts always agree on one thing? If you ask an expert on nutrition, 5 or 10 different experts, I guarantee you they're going to probably have a lot of similarities, but they're going to probably vary in a lot of different things. And can the average person really understand what the experts are saying and decipher it? And especially something like medical stuff where there's a lot of technical terms, a lot of jargon, biological stuff. I don't think the average person can really comprehend it. Okay, that's just me. So it's going to be tricky to know who to trust, what information is valid. And if Trump has somebody else, he should have somebody else come up and explain the situation, because it kind of makes him look bad when he's saying the experts don't know what they're talking about. He knows what he's talking about, yet there's not really a whole lot of other experts who have differing views. That might be helpful for people to decide what they think is true and not true. Obviously, American families and the stimulus package is something people want. Race issues in America, we saw that recently, that race issues are a hot topic. Defunding the police, all that stuff that both presidents, well, I should say President Trump and then runner-up Biden right now, they have kind of differing views on defense and all that stuff. So that'll be kind of interesting to see if they kind of expand on what they want to do going forward. Climate change, national security, and leadership, all that good stuff. So it looks like those are the main topics we're going to have covered tonight. And hopefully you guys check it out in case you are curious. This is the Joe Biden website. Okay, if you want to donate or do whatever you want to do, that's for Joe Biden. And this is the Trump side of things. You can contribute, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, there you guys have it. Those were the two different candidates' websites. I went over what we're going to talk about in the debate, and really quickly how the markets did today. They were in the green. S&P 500 and the Dow Jones both in the green. And it looks like if you look over here, based off the potential of a stimulus deal being close to being signed into law, that's probably what's helping the markets do pretty well today. But you never know. Every day it's some craziness, guys. We just don't know what's going on. Okay, anyways, hopefully you guys have a better idea what's going on. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Alright, if you stayed all the way to the end of the video, just do me a favor, guys. I just ask for one thing. Please like, subscribe, share. That's the best way you can thank me for my efforts and doing what I do for you guys. Okay, anyways, that's gonna be the next video. As always, if you're not subscribed, don't subscribe. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. And until next time, peace.